Hey everybody, welcome back once again to another Rogue Apps, where today we're taking a look at Fallout Shelter. We've been playing around in this for quite some time, and that's why we're standing out here all by our lonesome waiting to go into the shelter, waiting on possible monstrosities to sneak up from behind us. But no, there's nothing. And check this cool little feature out just before we get going, because I want to showcase it, because otherwise you're going to say, did that just happen while I'm going from room to room? If you actually tilt your device, right, let me see. You see how, like, the perspective changes slightly? Isn't that nuts? I cannot believe that they put that into this game, and yet there it is. Now we can actually spy on... That guy's like, no, I don't want to be filmed. Get that off me. Should I let him into the vault? Nah, the water supply's low. I don't think that would be a good idea. But yeah, we can actually see the door, a little bit of the door's graphics now, and before you couldn't. Before it was just straight up 2D. But that's cool that they put that in. They also put like a screen capture thing with the camera down there in the corner, so you can showcase how far you've come. But we'll get on to all that in just a bit. Right now, you're probably wondering how it is that I have people now showing up at my vault. How? Well, I will explain in due time. First off, let's just get into the normal proceedings of what it will be like when you start your vault, because pretty much this video is for the person that's just starting out and they're like, hey, you know what? I want to start this, but how much time am I going to have to invest in it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, real sad vault boy. How much time am I going to have to invest into it? How quick is my vault going to grow? And all that good stuff. So hopefully we can answer a few of those questions and a little bit more. So before we do, most of the time when you log in, well, not most of the time, when you first start your game, you will have a little 1 in the corner, or at least you should after a few minutes of playing, and that is because you will get a Vault-Tec lunchbox for absolutely nothing. Now, the Vault-Tec lunchboxes, as you can imagine, are the in-app purchases, pretty much. Typically, one cost $1. Just last week, and you know, I was gonna do this and I didn't, and now I'm kicking myself. Last week, they had 40 lunchboxes, right, for $9.99. That was amazing. And I normally don't ever talk about in-app purchases, but seriously, that was like 75% off for a new game, and had I known that I would enjoy this game as much as I have, I probably would have done it. So be on the lookout for that, probably around the holiday. I don't know when would be the next holiday. 4th of July was when they had that sale, so I don't know. Columbus Day, Labor Day. When is Labor Day? I don't know. I can never remember which one is in September, but yeah. Is there one in September? I don't even know. Oh my god, this freaking heartbeat is driving me nuts. Let's look at our cards. So we got 100 caps. That's already really good to have. Power. Never can do without that. A rusty sawed-off shotgun. Wow. That'll help our scavengers go out and search more caps. And more caps. Wow. That is a pretty damn good find. So, no, we're not buying more. That was our free pack. That is amazing. And now we have 1,600 caps. That's going to go a long way here in the future. So, let's go ahead and first, because I know you want to see how big our vault is, let's go ahead and show it off, alright? We've been working at this for quite a while. So, there you go. It is, what is it, 7 levels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, 7 levels. It has many living quarters, many a pretty deep into the game as far as rooms go. Typically when you start out, you're going to want to get an elevator and a power generator. That's what I did, like, first and foremost, because if you don't have power, you can't very well turn on lights in the living quarters, right? And yeah, it's kind of important. So I would start out with an elevator, power generator, a diner, and a water treatment facility. Those are your front runners, just to keep things going right from the get-go. And then living quarters, that basically makes you have babies with your vault dwellers. And you can get storage rooms to hold a bunch of crap, medical bays, and the list goes on. In fact, we've unlocked, I think, everything. Have we unlocked everything already? No, not the Nuka-Cola bottler. So we have to have 100 dwellers in our vault, and we haven't reached that yet. But we do have a nuclear reactor. It's a big one, as they say. Do they say? I don't know. But there it is. Our nuclear reactor. Nice little Vault Boy poster on the background. Some woman here, Nancy, operating that device, which does God knows what. But we're going to make Nancy happy for turning her knob on a daily basis. We're just going to give her a little bit of medication. And there you go. Nancy's happiness should just skyrocket. Right, Nancy? Nancy? You want to say something, Nancy? Normally they say something like, I feel amazing! Or whatever. But you just saw something awful. This woman just said, I feel awful or something. But if you can catch them when they say that, I think you might get more happiness out of your dweller. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think. So, you can actually, as long as we're in this screen, you can change the inventory by tapping on their hand. And we could put a shotgun in Nancy's hand if we wanted to. Don't know why we would do that, so she's just like turning a knob. It doesn't make her happy though. Look at how happy she got because she got a gun. Maybe she's thinking about going on like a killing spree or something. Nancy, you're horrible. Are you Maybe that's why Judy feels awful. It's because she thinks that Nancy's a psychopath, right? Ah, freaking Nancy, man. We're taking away your gun. You can't be trusted. I'm sorry. Watch your happiness, okay? Does it go down? You know it's gonna go down. I mean, it's just a matter of time. She's like, no, my happy. She's even smiling too. Ah, that fresh layer of metal and bullet smells is just making her so ecstatic, right? Jeez. So, as you can tell, real detail and a lot of love has went into this game. Like, just switching rooms. We're in the water purification room right now, and you can hear the sound effects are all different. Just the general ambiance in general has just totally changed, and that transfers from room to room. Now we have a power sound. See, it just goes like that. It's just insane. Why you're gonna become a ghoul? You're not gonna become a ghoul, lady. Chill out. Jeez. Yeah. Alright, well, basically, when you log in, you want to go ahead and collect from all your stuff. I think that's more than obvious, but you just have to say it, because otherwise somebody's going to say, why are you letting your stuff, accumulate and do all this crap? But, because I haven't gotten around to it, right? Dwellers typically level up really quick. You can see the green arrow above their heads all around. That means that, well, they're just doing their job and they're becoming more experienced, pretty much. And with each level up, you get more caps to expand your vault and to do what you please. So, normally I do this. And just all those sound effects played together, and then we have a ton of caps to work with. So, getting back to what we asked in the beginning of this, how did we get a new guy in the vault, right? I mean, how does a dweller just come to stand outside there? This dweller that, he kind of looks like Charlie Sheen, just a little bit. We'll call him Charlie. Alright, Chuck, what is your real name? Jordan. Jordan, from now on, your name is Chuck, and you... Oh, we can't actually change his inventory until he gets into the vault. She almost punched through the ground. God. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring him into the vault. So how did young Jordan Young come to join us here in the vault? Well, let me show you. Down here is the elevator, and we go down just a little bit, and then we go over just a little bit, and look at this. there's a radio studio with dedicated on-air professionals doing their job, monitoring the amps of the studio equipment and making sure that no just raw sounds go out over the air and just, make anybody on the outside deaf. Because if that happened, it would probably be the death of them, not being able to hear a ghoul sneak up behind them or anything like that. So yeah, believe me, there's people listening, dude. You just need to cheer up, Mark. Marky Mark Thompson, you're on Vault Radio, right? The Keith actually does look like a typical radio tech guy. He's like, I hate my career. The ones that I've met anyway. Jeez. So, we'll get out of that. What is this room? This is the medbay. And as you can imagine, that creates, I think it's... What do they create in the medbay? Let's look really quick. Well, I don't want to upgrade it until... I think it's just medicine, right? That would, after all, make sense. Let's zoom out. Let's take a look at the medbay. There it is. It produces stim packs. Okay, so that's what it does. And the science lab does radaways. So, if you were wondering, that's how we get those. It is quite the process, as you can imagine. I think it takes like roughly 10 minutes for each and every room to do that. So it's quite a while. But yeah, you can upgrade your rooms, by the way, and this is something that I don't know if I would do it, just because it is an option, and like, we'll do it right now for the medbay, just to, well, no, we're not going to, just because I want to show you something else and I need to have the caps. But basically, it just allows, like, faster times and more quantity. But I would rather build another room and then upgrade it. Like this, the power station. No, or maybe it wasn't that power station. I think it was over here. Hang on a second. Let's just look. This one. Yeah, okay. So, this power station is producing power quicker now than the other power station. Just because we upgraded this one. And let's see. This one is 225 storage and 40 production. Let's look at the other one, because they're the same exact size. This one is... Wait. Maybe that wasn't the power station that I upgraded. I could have swore it was, though. Let's look at the diner. Just because I did the diner, too. And I'm wondering if maybe I just got screwed over. Righto. Maybe I'm just daydreaming and I didn't even do that. No, I did. Okay, well, something's wrong. I don't know what it was, but maybe I'm just not... I don't know. Never mind. My advice would be merge rooms. Don't upgrade rooms. Because it goes so quick, and I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch the upgrades. Just like we're going to do here with our garden. We're actually going to buy another garden, and we're going to place it right next to the other gardens. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how a room merges. Oh, really? God, we're like 25 caps away. Okay, hang on one second. We only need one more dweller to level up, and we should be able to do that. Good old Carl Pratt. Man, he was one of our first dwellers, and as you can imagine, he is very versed in the scientific lab. He's a level 31. He's not a very happy man, and that's understandable because he has been here his entire life. He was born here. I'm not sure if any of the original dwellers are still alive now.